welcome to Transmissions on Ben TV. I'm here today with Miranda Sparks and Dan de Rochefort from Globe Melbourne. They're here today to talk to us about Globe and what Globe does for the trans community and how they support that organisation. So Dan, tell us about Globe.
Sure. So Globe is an LGBTI not-for-profit group that's set up to support LGBTI individuals, small businesses and corporates through professional networking and a series of other activities supporting the LGBTI community.
Great. So what type of events does Globe run?
Yeah, of course. So monthly, so the second Thursday of every month, we have a blended fruits event, which is ultimately LGBTI networking, professional networking. And so we have those who are individuals that work for large corporates, as well as LGBTI identified small businesses who attend those events and can network professionally. We hold those all around Melbourne, so CBD, South Side and North Side. We also have the Globe Community Awards, which is on the 28th of October this year. And that's a time where we celebrate the LGBTI community through a series of awards around the best LGBTI sports person or the best LGBTI business and those types of things. And then we also do community grants, which isn't necessarily event-based, but also where we recognise those in the LGBTI community and try to help them along in their journey.
Yeah, I guess that can be really important as well for a lot of the LGBTI community that might potentially be struggling with things financially and they need a bit of that initiative to help them with their goals.
Yeah, absolutely. Look, we're quite fortunate at Globe that we're a well-established LGBTI not-for-profit organisation. Some other groups aren't perhaps as lucky as we are, so we try to do what we can to pay it forward and to support those smaller groups.
Yeah. So tell me some ways Globe specifically, I guess, supports the trans and gender diverse community.
Yeah, of course. So we've recognised over the last couple of years now the contribution that the trans community makes to the LGBTI community as a whole. Last year we recognised Georgie Stone as the LGBTI person for the year of the year at the Globe Community Awards. And so we all know Georgie. She's very prominent now in the trans and LGBTI community for what she's done for a lot of younger trans people. We've also recognised Michelle Shepherd and through her work with LGBTI jobs and also Sally Goldner. So she was our LGBTI Person of the Year for 2015. So we've recognised people in those ways. We've also had Emily Dwyer from Edge Out, I believe it is, and she was a recipient of our small business grant this year, and she does some amazing work in kind of third world countries that are going through kind of famine and those types of things, and supporting those people that identify as either trans or non-conforming to make sure that they are supported through those kind of difficult times. So
yeah, there's some really good initiatives for the community.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah. So Miranda, tell us how you're involved with Globe Melbourne.
Well, I've actually recently been employed as Globe's admin assistant. I'm the one who works through all the spreadsheets, the memberships, all of that fun stuff. If you're a part of Globe, you'll probably be hearing from me at some point.
Yeah.
So look forward to that.
Yeah, and what else do you do within the community?
I also run a trans, gender non-conforming and gender questioning support group, also called Transmission. Happy coincidence there. Which is a monthly support group, first Wednesday every month for the Mental Health Foundation of Victoria, for Australia, the Victorian branch. And if anyone's interested in coming along, whether, you're dealing with difficult issues, depression, anxiety, what have you, we do encourage people to come along, even if you just want to know more people in your community, because it can be a very isolating experience, working with gender sometimes.
Yeah, and like you said, a lot of people can be isolated. So for people like in rural areas or people that don't have a lot of, friends or family, they want to get together with other people to touch base on different experiences and similar experiences as well. They can come along to your group and have those conversations.
Absolutely, and having those conversations is absolutely vital more often than not. Even for people who think they don't need community as much, it ends up being more important than you might actually think.
Yep. Great. And so if people wanted to get in touch with you to come on to your groups, would they just jump onto the website and...
there is a Facebook group that people can get on, and there is also a group email that I'll be passing out to Ben TV. That people can absolutely message me through, and we'll get you hooked up.
Fantastic. So back to Globe. So Dan, whereabouts is Globe based?
Sure. So we don't have a central office. We are a staff of one, and the rest of us are volunteers. So there isn't necessarily a base for us. The events that we hold are typically around central business Melbourne. That's probably the best way to answer that question.
Yeah. So it's in Melbourne.
It is in Melbourne.
Okay.
So it's a Victorian LGBTI networking group.
Yeah.
So we have, I suppose, sister or brother kind of organisations in Sydney and in Brisbane. But yes, we're very much focused on the LGBTI community in Victoria.
So Dan, how do people get in touch with Globe?
Cool. The easiest way to get in touch with Globe is either our Facebook page, so search Globe Melbourne, or you can find us online at www.globemelbourne.com.au. Fantastic.
Well, thank you, Dan, and thank you, Miranda, for coming in today.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've been watching Transmission on Ben TV.